Hello, this is Kai, the Thrifting channel. And today I'm going to stay on track because I know sometimes when I do my little video chats, I can go off to the left, off to the right. But I'm going to stay on point today. I'm going to stay on focus because I've been working on this particular topic for about 2 months now. I've written 2 essays on it. We'll go over some of my essay. And then I was going to record it in front of the camera and then I was going to do all kinds of things. But it's really just time to put it out there into the universe. So I will read some of my essay that I wrote about it, essays. I'll read one and then we will talk about that. But what I'm talking about today and what I've really been thinking about is Poshmark and sharing on Poshmark. And I think no matter what your philosophical background is, we all kind of will probably agree that we believe in like karma and intention and being positive and having gratitude, all of those kind of like universal things that we hear from, whether it's a religion or a guru of some sort. We kind of all hang out in that arena of beliefs. And so most of us, I'm not speaking for everyone, but I am speaking for me. And what I've realized with Poshmark, let's start from the beginning. I found Poshmark in August of 2017 after selling on eBay for the previous 17 some odd years. And if you heard on my other video what happened with me and eBay, and it's not bad, but I'm just not going to go there right now. So I was like, well, where else? What other places are there online to sell your things? And I Googled it, and Poshmark was the first, because I was looking to sell specifically clothing. So I Googled, and Poshmark came up, the very first option. I clicked it. I started an account. I was like, is it this easy? Like, okay. Like with eBay, you have to go through the verification of who you are and all that. I'm like, okay, no, it's okay. I can make the account, my name, address, blah, 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 phone number. Okay, that's it. Oh, okay. And then attach an account. Okay, great, great. I can start selling right now. There's no like hoops. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was really super excited. And I got on there, and the very first thing I listed was a pair of Lululemon leggings. I think they were the Wonder Unders. I think they were. And I was going through other people's listings, just learning. I did not go to videos on YouTube about how to start on Posh, nothing. I just went through listings. So I created a listing. Okay, here's that. You could see it today. It's still there. And people were asking me to lower the price or whatever, and making me offers, and I just immediately fell right into the whole Poshosphere, if you want to call it. It was great. So I got my first sale. I shipped off the item. I even went to the store and I picked up a little gift to put in with it, because I don't know if people are still doing this, but at that time it was really encouraged for you to put the thank you cards in, to handwrite a nice card, to wrap the item as if it were going to be a gift when the person received it. So I did all that, and I went to the store and I bought a little extra little gadget to put in with the leggings, and I shipped it off. I was so happy. And I got a 1 star when it came time to review. My very first Poshmark review was a 1 star. And I'm like, what? Now I know this person knew I was new to Poshmark, because usually when there's a new closet, Poshmark will offer you a discount on either the item or the shipping for the item. I believe it's the shipping. And here I am, excited to start this new journey, and I get a 1 star. I don't know I don't remember what her complaint was, but the point being, I've survived. We are now 5 years on, no, it's 6 years on, and I'm still on Poshmark, and I still love Poshmark. So, with that introduction, when I first started sharing, when I first started sharing, oh my gosh, there was no like bulk sharing or anything like that. So now we've got a lot of tools to help us go through. But I used to set aside 5 or 10 minutes um, and just start sharing. I could be sitting in front of the TV or something, or at that time, I had gone back to college, so I was taking the bus to college, and I was just sitting on the bus, and I would share wherever I could take a few minutes to do that. And I had somebody, I had a lot of people that would come by and they would share like tons of my things, and I would respond with the same because Poshmark encourages you to, thank them by sharing their things. This whole thing is a system. It's on purpose. And I think the major point of it that I want to discuss today, today's topic, is it's not one for one. So when you share someone's item or someone shares your item and you see it there and you go to that item and then it says, oh, Amy shared your item, share Amy's item to thank her. It's not one for one. You know that, right? When someone shares my item, it's shared with everyone that's following them. So if the person that's following, or if the person that shares my item has 100,000 people following them, then, theoretically, 100,000 people are getting my item into their feed of some sort in some way. 1 to 100,000. If the person has 5,000 people following them, then my item is going to be going from one person to the 5,000 people that follow them. We got to understand something about the process of sharing. And what I what I was what I had deduced from that, thinking about that in terms of the amount of people that actually do see the item, um, is that our intentions behind sharing cannot be selfish. Cannot be selfish. We cannot think because we've shared someone's closet or we've shared our own closet, even with the hundreds of thousands of people that will probably see the item, we cannot think if I share more, I'm going to make a sale. Because again, that's 1 to 1. You're thinking share, sale, share, sale, share, sale. No, no, no. It's not like that. So here's how I see it. And I'm going to explain it again. I'm sharing, let's say I have a free people skirt. I'm sharing my free people skirt I have 100,000 plus people that follow me. So the 100,000 plus people that follow me all got my share of my skirt. Okay. Now, step 2. Whoever sees that skirt of the 100,000 plus people that follow me will like it, possibly, or forward it along and share it to however many people that follow them. So we are broadcasting out that skirt to potentially, I'm not saying in every case, because obviously it does depend on who's online at the time, who sees it, how far down in the feed it goes, yada yada. You understand that. But my point is that I don't want you to think of sharing on Poshmark as a one and done. You shared it, it's done. Somebody better buy it idea. I want you to think of it more as you are, as I am with today's topic, putting it out into the universe. And with the intention of, if it sells, it sells. It doesn't, it doesn't. No anger, no pressure, just releasing. That's what I believe sharing is about on Poshmark. And what makes me sad is when I hear people on videos over the past years complain about that. There have been videos upon videos of just someone sitting down, and I'm going to keep it real, sitting and bitching about sharing on Poshmark. They've tried sharing experiments. If I put this out there, if I share it so many darn times, it should sell. Or if I share, you know, for an hour every day, if I share my closet, will I get a sale? All of those experiments, I'm sure you can look them up on YouTube, different resellers. I would like to suggest that that is the wrong intention to have when you're sharing. Think about it for just a second. That is the incorrect intention to have when you're sharing, because you're trying to share, which is an act of giving something of yourself. You're trying to share with the sole intention of only getting something back, when it's more like a pay it forward. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to keep you too long, but that's what I believe sharing is. So my intention when I share, since I've been thinking about this, is not to share to get a sale. Ever. My intentions of sharing are to put that product out there into the universe, and hopefully the person that needs it will find it. That makes sense? The intention behind it is different, because then I won't get upset if I'm sharing and sharing and I don't get nothing in return. Me, right? It's not about me. You can't be on Poshmark and not make a sale. I've seen people that have had closets that look really like they need a closet fixer upper. The clothes aren't right. The clothes are on crazy hangers. The background's funny. I've seen crazy people, and they've made sales. I don't think you can be on Poshmark and not make a sale, ever. I mean, wouldn't make sense for me to still be there if I didn't make sales on Poshmark. But I do say this: my intentions now, when I share on Poshmark, to give and to put out into the universe whatever items I have, or if I find someone else's items that I like. I even share items in someone else's closet that are similar to mine. I do that knowing if I share that item with my 100,000+ followers, that item is going to be seen by 100,000+ people. What if that person doesn't need that particular size, but the size that I have might be their size? How would that work? Well, I share that item and mine at the same, similar times. Then automatically paying that forward for that person, they might get a sale, but it might get eyes onto that item per se. Someone goes and does a search and goes, oh, you know what? That's so cute. I want that, but I need a different size. Is there a different size available? They go and search for it. My item pops up. That is what I think about sharing on Poshmark. I'm going to deep dive into it a little bit more in the next video, but that is what I believe about sharing. It is not one to one. It is not you give and you get. It's not, I think the intention has to be to put it out there, whether it's your item or another person's item. But I do believe that the frustration that people experience is because they feel like if they one to one, they do cause and effect is what I mean to say. The cause is the sharing, and the effect is the sale. And I don't think that that's, in my opinion, that we should be a little bit more gracious with the sharing. Gosh, it's the word share. It's the word share. I mean, that in itself speaks of karma and gratitude and all of the positivity in the universe, right? So, on that note, I won't read my essay today. I'll read it on the next one, but just let that marinate and think about what your intentions are when you share. it wasn't easy. Trust me. I used to complain too. I used to be one of those complainers, like I'm sharing my closet and I don't get the amount of sales, excuse me, that I want. And again, what did I just say? The amount of sales that I want. Now, I did do a video recently about being a little nervous that sales were slow. That's my intention with the sales being slow is different, because that doesn't just concern me. That concerns me and my performance as a worker, and the income concerns my family. So on a human level, I'm like, oh my gosh, sales were slow. But don't worry, I've recovered. It's been a pretty good sales week. I can't complain. So that is my beginning of my thoughts on sharing. I want to go into more on the next video when I read my essay. And yeah, let me know if you agree, if you think that is, and let me know if you agree. I would love to hear your side, what you think sharing is about on Poshmark. But that is just my belief about sharing. My name is Kai. I am in San Diego, California, and where people wear coats that really don't need to unless it's windy and raining. Um, I laugh because I was just talking to my son, and he's way on the other side of the country, and he was talking about, it's cold there, and I said, look, I shouldn't complain. I'm getting off topic here, but I love my son. I really love my son. He's made mommy so proud. I'm so proud of him. So, honey, if you ever hear this, I'm going to tell him I said this stuff on YouTube. I love all of my kids, and I'm not singling any one of them out from the other. I just happened to talk to my son today, and I'm so proud of my son. I'm so proud of him. Anyhow, I have to have him on eventually, because I have to talk about how, and I mentioned this to him. I said, honey, I want to have you on because I remember when he came to me back in the 90s, I think. No, it was the early 2000s. And he said, Mom, I want a pair of Air Force Ones. And I was on eBay at the time. And I remember I'm going through eBay trying to find Air Force Ones, and they were like 100 plus of every pair. And me and my husband, he's like, what's he want? I said, he wants a pair of Air Force Ones, and they all are in this price range. So if you're on eBay, and if you've been on eBay a while, you could think of the old eBay, style, how it was set up, and the auctions and all of that. Auction starting at 99 cents. But anyhow, we did not buy him the Air Force Ones. My husband and I said, you know what, he's going to earn those Air Force Ones. So we said, look, you can have this money for the shoes, or you can have this money to invest into selling something to give back the money to make the money to buy the shoes. And then you can also use for a part of that to pay back the loan that we're giving you. And then you can keep your profits to get the shoes and keep it for whatever. So I will have my son finish that story when he gets time. And I think he was, we'll talk. Okay. So on that note, it is Thursday. I am hoping that you have a wonderful day. And for me, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go about 10 feet to the left of me, and I'm going to list 10 items today on probably 5 Poshmark, 5 Mercari, 5 and 5. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But first, coffee. My name is Kai. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for joining me on the Thrifting channel. Take care.